Creating your Udemy videos. Now you are ready to create your Udemy videos. The most important thing to remember when you're recording your video is keep your students engaged. When you create an engaging video course, your students will really appreciate it and will recommend your course to the people that they know. You want students to view all parts of your course and participate in quizzes or whatever else you want them to do. Here are some general tips for great Udemy videos. Make short videos. We strongly recommend that you make each of your videos as short as possible. Less than 10 minutes is really good. Most students will not want to sit through 15 to 20-minute videos, so break your videos up if you have to. Lengthy videos are one of the main reasons that students drop out of Udemy courses and leave bad reviews. Keep it simple. Make your training as simple as possible. Stay focused on the topic at hand and don't go off on tangents. Get to the point as quickly as possible. Everybody will appreciate this approach. Obviously, if you need to explain something in detail, then you have to do that. Add an introduction and conclusion. We recommend that you add an introduction and conclusion to each of your videos. This will help your students to understand what is coming in the video and what they will have learned at the end. Add quizzes. With Udemy courses, you have the option to add quizzes in between videos, and we strongly recommend that you do that. When a student participates in a quiz, it is a great way to make an assessment of how well they are doing. We recommend that you create quizzes that have multiple choice questions, such as, what is a link from an external website referred to in SEO terms? A. Hyperlink. B. Reference link. C. Backlink. D. Rail link. Multiple choice questions are easier for the student. Make sure that you have answered all of the questions in the video so they can go back over it if they are not sure about something. Encourage debate. The idea of doing this is that students will think about the lesson they have just watched and then discuss it with their peers. This encourages interaction rather than just sitting and watching the videos. You can ask them to answer an open-ended question about the training, for example. Tips for creating great videos. These tips relate to the way that you act when you are recording the sections of you in front of the camera. The best way to approach this is to believe that you are a real presenter who does not have to rely on slides or other prompts. You need to practice this, as you will come across pretty boring if it is obvious that you are reading from something. You are the teacher here, and you want to provide the best impression possible. Be mindful of monotony with your videos. This is especially true if your videos are longer than 3 hours in total. Try to make your teaching style light and humorous, even if the subject doesn't lend itself to this. If you can use stories in your videos, then this is great. Everyone enjoys a story. Imagine that you are talking to a friend when you are recording. You want to be as relaxed and casual as possible. Your students will warm to this and are more likely to contact you and leave you a good review. Be careful with body language. You will probably just be doing headshots live on camera, but even with this, you need to pay attention to your body language. Don't touch your face when you are talking on camera. Wringing your hands is not a good idea either. Make a few practice recordings and see how you look. A lot of people repeat the same words all the time in their speech, and if you do this, then you need to avoid it. We're talking about the classic and like statements here. These words suggest that you are not confident. Don't speak too fast or too slow either. Maintain eye contact with the camera at all times. Your appearance and background. You want to record against a simple background so that your students are not distracted. Don't use backgrounds where there are fancy curtains, mirrors, or lights, or anything else that will be distracting. Think about what you are going to wear when you record your videos. If you are making a serious business video, then wear a business-style suit. For other videos, go for smart and casual. Don't wear really bright colors that will distract your students. Tell students they are progressing well. Keep your students motivated by telling them how much progress they are making. Congratulate them for reaching certain milestones and saying things like, "You have really learned a lot," or "You have really come a long way." Don't repeat yourself. Repetition is good for learning, but don't overdo it. Write a list of pointers or prompts to remind you what to say during your on-camera sessions. When you are telling stories, keep them brief. Avoid repeating yourself too much. Over-the-shoulder videos. This is the term used for demonstrating how to do something either by recording your computer screen or giving a live demonstration. With a live demonstration, practice it a few times first before you record it. When you are going to record your computer screen, we recommend that you have a number of tabs in your web browser already open and any software applications open as well. The last thing you want to record is something loading. This is boring for your students and for you too. With screen recording training, you have the option to narrate in real time or adding the audio later. Some people prefer to do it live while others like to record the audio afterwards. With a live recording, you are more prone to make mistakes, so bear this in mind. It can make your video seem a lot more natural, though. Slide recordings. Sometimes you will need to use your slide presentation software to create slides for your videos. These are fine, but keep them to a minimum. Slide and talk videos can be very boring after a while. A slide at the end of each video to emphasize the main learning points is a good idea. You can also use one at the start to give an overview of what you will cover. Be sure to keep your text simple on your slides. Never write paragraphs. They should be one line to emphasize points. Introduce a single point at a time on your slide so that your students will listen to you and not be reading ahead. Use a simple layout for your slides and avoid distracting patterns. Choose a style that represents your brand and the subject you are teaching. Don't cram too many points into a single slide. This looks terrible and will distract your students. Feel free to use images to illustrate points in slides. Keep the images relevant to what you are discussing. Use your visuals to invoke emotion. Humorous images and images that create wonder are good. Use charts, graphs, and tables where this is appropriate. Go for one per page unless you are making a comparison. If you have the chance to include short video clips in your slides, then this is a good way to mix things up. PowerPoint and other slide presentation apps have many transition effects that you can use, but we strongly recommend that you don't use those. Nobody is going to be impressed by whoosh noises, fade-ins, and fade-outs, bells ringing, or any of this kind of thing. You have now created your Udemy course, so it is time to create your high-converting landing page. Create a high-converting landing page. This is one of the most important videos in this training. You can create the best Udemy training course ever, but if your landing page sucks, then you will make very few sales, if any. Udemy will provide the exposure for your course. We recommend that you do more than this in a later video. But if your landing page doesn't convert, it will all be a waste of time. There are many examples of average and even poor quality products selling well due to good marketing. Now, we are in no way condoning that you create an average or low quality course, but we want you to understand how important marketing your course well is. If you make a lot of sales through your landing page and your course is really engaging and people complete it, then Udemy will reward you with even more exposure. Udemy is a business first and foremost, and they want you to achieve high conversions so that they make money too. Their whole system is geared up to send the maximum amount of visitor traffic to the courses with the highest conversion rates. So, if you want all of the exposure that Udemy can give you, then you need to pay special attention to your landing page. There are 4 elements to your landing page, which are 1. Your course title and subtitle. 2. Your promo videos. 3. Your student goals. 4. Your course description. To familiarize yourself with these elements, find a course with a lot of reviews on Udemy and check everything out. Your course title and subtitle. We already discussed this in the outline video earlier. Your title and subtitle are critical for conversions. They are usually the first things that a potential customer will see when they get to your landing page. You have seconds to make a good impression when someone sees your landing page. So, your title and subtitle really need to inspire the visitor to find out more and watch your promo video. Your promo video. Promo videos are very important. Udemy's own research tells them that an effective promo video is as much as 10 times more likely to persuade a potential to purchase a course. Most Udemy instructors get this all wrong and see the promo video as a chore that they need to complete rather than a great marketing tool. A lot of Udemy instructors are actually teachers and do not have much marketing sense. You need to be different and have your marketing hat on when you are creating your promo video and all the other elements of your landing page. The most effective promo videos are short, between 90 seconds and 2 minutes. Don't underestimate the power of this short video. When you create a good one, it will dramatically increase your chances of making sales. This is what you should include in your promo video. The benefits, questions, language. You did a lot of research to find the best idea for your Udemy video, so refer back to your notes on this to create these 3 things. Your promo video needs to resonate with potential customers, and if they like the benefits your course will offer, then they are much more likely to purchase your course. Your student goals. Think of your student goals as the milestones that they will pass on their journey to the desired result that you have promised them. The goals must correspond to the sections of your course. Potential students will be thinking, what will I be able to do after I join this course? What they are really asking is, what results will I get? People take Udemy courses because they want to change their lives. They want to acquire new skills that will make their lives better. So you need to describe each one of your student goals in action terms. A bad student goal example is, you will learn the basics of WordPress. A good example is, You will create a WordPress blog in a few hours. The second example is all about the result. You are telling your prospects what they will be able to do after purchasing your course. So, you need to create all of your student goals around practical applications and results. Your course description. If you don't want to make any sales of your course, then create a general description for it like a lot of Udemy instructors do. But if you want to make a lot of sales, then treat your description as another sales opportunity like everything else on your landing page. A persuasive course description will help convert more visitors to your landing page into customers. So you need to use your description to address the core issues of your target audience. You need to address their desires. You need to address their fears. You need to answer their questions. And you need to do all these things using the same language that they do, which you uncovered in your research. Be prepared to spend a good deal of time creating your landing page. It will pay you back over and over in the future. You might not get it right the first time around, so you can try to improve it regularly and see if the conversions increase. Do a review of your landing page at least 3 times a year. Other landing page considerations. You will need to provide an image for your course. This is shown in the top left-hand corner of your landing page. If you're not good at graphic design, then use a freelancing website like Fiverr.com and spend a few bucks on having a great image created. Whatever you do, don't use an amateur-looking image for your course. It will drive people away in droves. You will also need to complete an author profile. Use a high-quality photograph of yourself here smiling and looking confident. Tell your potential customers why you are the best person to teach this course. Talk about your experience and how you have achieved results, etc. You need to use your profile to build authority and trust. Write your profile in the third person and not the first person. How much should you charge for your Udemy course? Find out in the next video.